Cruise ships are one of the best ways to explore and see new countries, but what happens when the cruise ship takes you home? See, my name is Josh Chilton. I'm a Canadian artist and world traveler working for Norwegian Cruise Lines as an in-house photographer. And normally the cruise ship takes you from America to the Caribbean, but in this case, we did a tour of Canada. I live on the West Coast though, so let's check out what East Coast Canada is like. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my life. This is my journey. Good morning, it is Thursday, September 7th. We are now in Halifax. I am walking to go get breakfast, but it is going to be a very different experience working on the gangway in Halifax, or in Canada in general. It is a lot colder, and, well, it looks like this, so that's going to be new. Remember that at this point in my contract, I had been living and working on a cruise ship for 5 months, so I was totally exhausted. So forgive the lack of energy that I have in some of these clips. I was being pushed to my limit. Wow. It's like a whole new Grinch. And we've got a new sword. Wow. It's just as broken, but still a sword. Do it, Angelo.
You get to be the bear. I get to be the bear.
Become one with the bear. Show us the bear, Angelo. Yes.
I'm not falling for that. That's Kevin's job.
Give in to the temptation. I already did it.
Where do we use Bigfoot?
Look at that.
Who in Canada has big?
Show us, Kevin. Show us how it is. Become the bear. Oh my god.
There's like a delay in the...
Yeah, it like wiggles counter to what you're doing. Okay, Kevin. It's time. I need to see him put the head on. I need to see it.
Become the bear, Kevin.
Become the bear.
Oh wow. That's very convincing.
That's a very convincing bear.
Those eyes, they just like focus. That is the I'm gonna kill you bear stare.
There's so many focus. Oh boy, Kevin. Those eyes see everything and nothing. Oh boy.
Well done, sir.
Okay.
Best bear ever.
This is good. That fucking tail, though, I can't. I can't with the tail. Well, after some Scott's shenanigans, I've gotten my jacket, and we are now docked in Halifax, and going to be, going out doing my job, taking pictures of people, stuff like that.
I shouldn't want you, I shouldn't need you, but I'm afraid that's not up to me. Cause when I hear you sing through my speakers, it's like my mind takes a hold of me. I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed.
It's so boring. There's nothing to do, and technically you're on duty, so it's not like we could bring out our phones and do whatever. I couldn't even bring out my pocket notebook and jot down ideas for the narratives that I was working on. You just have to stand there and mindlessly wait.
You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed.
Hey guys, good morning! Working for us, bear! Working bird! The problem with smudging on a Canadian cruise is that everybody on the cruise is really old, because young people don't want to visit fucking Atlantic Canada. They want to go do exciting things and go to Florida and the Bahamas and private islands. So it's all people that have been like cruising their entire lives and have so many photos and don't care. So our profits just tanked. You working on a cruise ship stonks? No, anti-stonks when you're in Canada. Morning bear photos for you. Quick picture with our beautiful baby bouncing bears. Bear, what sound does a beaver make? Beaver? But at least I got to spend some time with friends. Yes.
All right, so we have
drowning photographer gets eaten by bear. Drowning photographer drowns, being praised by sun goddess. Drowning photographer drowns.
Sprayed by bug spray.
What was your photo count? You ended up with 2 or 3? Two. Did you take any?
No, I had 2.
You had 2. So you had 2 photos taken with you.
No, 4 taken with me.
4 taken with you.
And I took.
And you did take 2 yourself. That's great.
You know what's funny?
He is the
I
mascot.
got more in garden cafe
No.
than he did.
You got more in garden than you did with Life Ring?
I had 2 photos today.
You guys are in my vlog now. Post-production, Josh, can you explain what we're talking about? Yes, I can. If you have not seen my job deep dive video, I explain everything in great detail there if you're curious for more. But as for what I'm talking about right now, we have a few different areas that we work on in the morning to try to maximize our photo count. Most of us go out into port to take pictures of guests passing by, but some people work really early in the morning on either entrance to the breakfast buffet on deck 17 or 18. That we call Garden Cafe. The Garden Cafe is the breakfast buffet. So you stand outside as people are walking by in their pajamas just wanting to get a coffee, being like, hi, picture time! And it sucks and you never take any photos. But there's too many of us because the amount... So I ramble on about this for a while trying to figure out what I mean to say. Basically, the gist is that there are 5 restaurants and 6 studios that need photographers to operate them in the evenings when they make the most of our money. And that's too many people to do the jobs that are available outside in the morning. So every day we're outside, there are always some people that are kept inside on the ship to operate the Garden Cafe. The other important note is that we have an IPM, which is import manning. Some of the team on any given day is not allowed to physically exit the ship. And so those people are also kept in to operate the Garden Cafe so that there's always work given to a photographer. So the fact Deandra there took more photos taking pictures of people in their pajamas trying to get coffee than we did in the port as people are excited to go out, and he has a prop is unheard of, and it just shows how difficult it is to make money and take photos in Canada. That's gonna be a fantastic cut in right in the middle of my Halifax vlog. Okay, day 157. My face is still all fucked up. I'm finished my shift. We are back in Halifax. I am with the beautiful Carol again today, and we're gonna do some exploring. Hello, Vanix. Oh boy, it's good to be back. Here are some notable sights. Over there is the concrete wall of a grain tower that I got caught in exploring. Behind us in this direction is the Marriott Hotel, the Halifax Science Center, and we are here at the main pier, the cruise terminal, which happens to be a farmer's market on weekends. Wait, hold up a second. How the hell do I know all that stuff? I thought I was exploring Atlantic Canada for the first time. Well, I lived in Halifax for a year. And I don't think I've mentioned that in past vlogs, but I've been to all of these places before, and I know that this is a farmer's market because I used to go buy groceries there. So this is a big blast from the past for me because I'm returning to this place that I lived in. And we are going to go that way. All right, we are now here at Flynn's. Caro, how is your first experience with a Flynn's milkshake?
I'm too happy.
So happy?
Happiness.
They moved things around from the last time that I was here. One of the benefits in living in a city before is you know all of the secret places that you can go to get the world's most diabetic milkshakes. But that's fine. A little bit of change is never that bad. But for our milkshake experience, it's pretty good. Let's cut to me getting mine and us sitting on the waterfront. And we've made it to the Halifax waterfront. We've got our milkshakes. We're gonna sit here and enjoy a nice cloudy day view, have something to eat, and explore the rest of the city for a little bit. it happened. I am so happy the day has come. I bought a expandable backpack that I carry with me, knowing that there would be a day that I would be out shopping with a girl, and they'd be like, here, can you carry my stuff? And I'd be like, actually, you can carry your own stuff. And now we've done it. She has a backpack, I have a backpack. Everything in the world is good. Victory is mine. They called me crazy, but they're only crazy when you're wrong. Yeah. And we're back at the place in Halifax, the church that I drew. Look at my drawing. Wow, well, see, it's the thing, I did that. And it's also the place that I used to work at. So exciting. This building is still incinerated and still not finished. Halifax never finishes constructing anything. It takes years. They're like, we'll be done in a few months. 6 years later. Anyway, continuing our tour. And we are now at Freak Lunchbox, the specialty candy store in downtown Halifax. And Kadia is gushing over all of like the rare and weird candies and everything, which is exactly what I wanted. So that's very nice. Where will we go next? Who knows? Okay, so we are here. We met up with some of the other photographers. We are now on Argyle Street. Halifax, Nova Scotia has the second highest bars per capita in the country, second only to St. John's, Newfoundland. So every single building that you see the entire way down the road is all a bar. Just bar, 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 except for the event center beside us. So there's some nice Halifax trivia for you. Who knows where we go next? It happened again. I've got to call it out every time I see a Wild Five Guys. It's still weird. Still weird thinking that it's a chain and it's not just a place that I can get back home. Are you laughing at me? Ducks everywhere. We have now found ourselves in the Halifax Public Gardens, one of my favorite places in the city. I'm really happy that it's opened and it's still in bloom and it looks good. The Halifax, I think, is best to visit in the springtime when it's warm. But it's actually turning out to be a really nice day, and there's so much life and vitality in this location. It's such a pleasure to be back. Like, look at just how fucking beautiful this is. I love the garden so much. Kind of a somber moment for me. I'm back at the place that I used to live, this red building here on Agricola Street. It's a really notable location for the city. It's just weird to be back in the same area again. I don't know, weird. Okay, let's get out of here now. We are now on our way looking up to the Citadel Fort battlements. And we're looking up above Halifax. There it is, there's Citadel. It's always quite the view from up here, as few times as I've been. But we're basically just gonna look, be like, wow, that's cool, and then roll down the hill, I suppose. Look at how massive those pipes are. Those have to be like 20 meters in diameter. What could they possibly be used for? Anyway, this is Halifax. Beautiful downtown Halifax. Those buildings is the place I used to trash, and you've got the beautiful bridge as well. Wow, look at that. Okay. So from this vantage in Citadel, you can see the tower for the church that I drew, and you can see fucking Norwegian right there. You can see the two cruise ships from this point, as if they're just one of the many buildings located within the city. That's absolute madness. Finishing off the day again, we are now back on the port. We've got to go work and do our job, so I'm going to end that rather short episode here. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and do all that stuff for the actual formal intro that I get while recording. And I'll see you in the next one. We're going to Chile soon, so that's going to be fun. Never recorded during work before, but I needed to say something. I'll show a photo, but it's not going to do anywhere near justice of what I'm experiencing. The sunrise right now is sunset right now is one of the most extraordinary things that I've ever seen. The sky is the color of wine as the sun strikes it on the edge of the glass with some of the most verdant, bright greens that I've ever seen in the sky. It's all mixed in with the most fathomless blue ocean I've ever seen. And as the sun is setting, it is casting shadows from the land that stretch off into the heavens. It is so extraordinary. I am nearly to the point of tears. I can put the photos in and do as much editing as possible, but there's no way it's gonna capture the experience of being in this environment. Working on the cruise line is such a delightful experience for exactly these moments. It can suck sometimes when I'm sitting in a corner broom closet crouched with my camera, but seeing the world in such a way is such an exceptional experience. I wish more people had the opportunity to see and appreciate the kind of environments that I've had the ability to capture in my life. It's such an extraordinary experience. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys before, but this is basically the loadout for me as a photographer and my equipment. I've got my pocket turtle Toby, whose microfiber cloth is out. I carry my key card on my other side and an extendable clip so that I've got access to the screens and the actual camera itself. I've got a Nikon bag with another microfiber cloth. I've been shooting mostly with the Nikon 7200. We have a Samsung Galaxy phone that we use to send the photos, and a Speedlight, I don't know which version, flash, my Verifone, and that all gets thrown into my camera bag together. I keep hard checks for the dining room in my pockets with pens, like that, and then I have my schedule and freestyle daily sheet in my back pocket. I've got some other pens hidden about me, but that is pretty much the uniform for an NCL photographer. And with all that said, that's going to be the end of the video for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, follow the channel for more, check out the playlist for more cruise vlog content. I hope you're finding success in everything you do. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye. Crap, I forgot my transition. I gotta do it again.